Okay, so there was this girl, Jad. She and her brother, they're twins, right? But they both have a condition. I don't know what it was, but they were both super fragile. Like, their bones could break. And the thing about these friends, my friends, they weren't really my friends. We had a lot of problems with them. And they were also really stick thin. Like, they looked like they were about to die. But, like, no matter how much they ate, and they ate a lot, they did not gain any weight. Because of this, we were always careful around them, and we were always like, we don't want to kill you. I remember this one time, and I was sitting near the front of the class because I was a bit of a troublemaker, okay? So I was at the front of the class. Bree and Jad were behind me. I didn't see what happened, but I heard. I looked behind me, right? The desk that was supposed to be behind me, it was on the ground. Everything was all over the place, and I don't know how the desk got on the ground. I still don't. Jad was on the floor, clutching her head, right, and she was, like, crying. No one really liked Brie. I liked Brie. Everyone was just kind of looking at her, and then she started crying, because she was one of those emotional types, right? And I got up, and I was like, what happened? And everyone was just staring, right? And this is, like, the time that I learned how much of, a little bit of a drama queen Jad was, right? And she has fragile bones or whatever. So obviously her brother came over, and she starts like freaking out at Brie, and she's like crying, right? Because everyone's like freaking out at her. And we go out in the hallway and ask what happened. And she's like, I went to go pull a chair, and Jad just came over and she sat down. It was an honest mistake, right? Because she hadn't seen that Jad's chair. She just wanted to get the chair, right, for her desk, because there was always, like, a limited number of chairs in the room. We always had to fight over them. This is her perspective, right? She takes the chair, right? All of a sudden, Jad, just out of nowhere, just falls. I still don't know how the desk got on the ground, though. Maybe she grabbed onto it, but she just falls, right? Everything kind of calms down. They take Jad and Jade down to the foyer, and the parents come pick them up. And so everything's fine. Like, the day ends. Like, everyone's cool. No one really pay attention to it. And so the next day, they're not there. So we think, that's okay. We don't really like them. We're used to them not showing up sometimes after, like, something happens, because, again, they had, like, a condition, right? I hate using the word, like, they had a condition, but they did. The next day, after that one, Brie comes into school. She's chill. I meet her out by the buses, and we walk into the school together. We sit down in our chairs. Jad and Jay are already there, and they're usually a bit late, right? So I sit down, everything's okay, and then Jad just gets up like, I'm suing you. Like, that's literally what happened. She just said, my parents are suing you. And we're just sitting there like, dude, what the hell? And she's just like freaking out. I'm like, dude, you're fine. You don't look like you're dead or anything. Why are you suing? I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, why are you doing this? And then she just freaks out. Both Jay and Jad, like, they both freak out. They storm out of the classroom. They're not there for the entire day. They leave. Like, straight up, just leave. Like, nothing happened. A few weeks go by. Everything's cool. Doesn't look like anyone's actually suing anyone. I didn't really think that would happen. They come back. Like, they've been gone for, like, a week, right? And, Jay comes up to me, and he's like, she doesn't remember anything. I'm like, what? Who doesn't remember anything? Like, my sister. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, she hit her head. She went to the hospital. I'm sorry. She's like, we're suing Brie. Again, he brings that up. And I'm like, you can't sue her. Like, well, you could, but why? Like, it was an honest mistake. It wasn't like she actually wanted to, like, try and assassinate you or something. And then she comes back, right? A couple weeks go by again, and she's back. And we ask, dude, what's happened? Where were you? And she's like, I don't know. She's one to make drama, right? And she's like, I don't know. But the thing is, she did say, yeah, I was in the hospital like a day later. And we're like, I thought you said she didn't remember. And she's like, oh no, I don't. And, like, we're calling her out, right? We're, like, saying, like, no, your brother said you don't remember anything. We're like, oh, you're all lying. You put her in the hospital. You made her have amnesia, which it was never proven. Nothing became of that. It was just all, like, stupid drama. And I'm pretty sure she didn't go to the hospital, because she was fine. She was back the next day, and then all of a sudden, she's gone. But that's just my thoughts on that. It was all pretty stupid. Like, they got themselves involved in a lot of drama. I don't know where they are now. Like, I don't have contact with any of them, except for CH, but I just see them at school occasionally. I thought I'd just tell that story, and honestly, basically everyone in the group hated them. I'm gonna probably get, like, sued. I just get a comment, I'm suing you. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Different than usual content. Oh, kill. Shut up.